we would fight like cats and dogs. Gosh, not like physical, lakini verbal, man. Which makes life difficult.
Yes.
And I guess the 5 years now that I've been single, I've been able to look at it. Still not easy because damn, that guy is handsome. Okay. As in for reals, akitembea hapa mtakuwa like Emily ulikuwa unafikiria aje, lakini ukimwacha. So still not easy. There will be days nitakaa hivi kwa hao alone, I'm like guys, sininga do I have somebody to talk to? I'm back in the dating scene. It's not the soko ni chafu thing. You learn at my age to start taking things simply, to start actually enjoying life, to start enjoying the diversity that is out there. You talk to a men have so much wisdom. There some will be boring, of course. Lakini you start to learn that people are diverse, and when you learn about the diversity, you start to be comfortable with who you are.
Yes.
Not everybody will accept you, but you can accept yourself. You know that there are people you'll have conversations with, some people you'll just have tea, some people you can totally enda huko inje camp, you know. I've had all that within the 5 years, but the only thing is that it also becomes a bit more difficult to settle. Single women, we are labeled.
Yes. Hi guys, good morning. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Karibu sana TAMARAS family, and if you're here for the first time and you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Kindly subscribe. It's the only way you can support our content. We are looking forward to bringing you healthy stuff about relationship and marriage, and today is not exemptional. We have a friend in the house. Tumekuwa naye, I think there's an interview we did last time, na ilikuwa a lot of fun, and I felt like kulikuwa na vitu moba tu could discuss.
Tukumaliza.
Yes. But before we even go into the story, big thanks to B4M for giving us the space to do these videos. So if you're looking for a place that you can get good photos, professional photos for that matter, videography, that is events, anything videography and photography, call B4M. I'm going to leave their contacts up on the description box, and also you can visit their Facebook page, go and check their work, and then probably you can book with them through their contacts. And also we want to thank AA Kenya for making it possible for us to have these interviews. Yes, they are the sponsors for this show. We have an offer that we are giving for our audience. Any person who is coming for these interviews akona hiyo opportunity ya have a free driving course. Najua bado kuna hiyo kajuice kanafanya ukuje tena.
Kabisa.
So yes, so I want you to introduce yourself. Unaitwa nani, and for those people who don't know you.
Okay, so my name is Emily Mwangi. I am the director and founder of Inspire Children and Youth Organization, which is soon going to be called Inspire Beyond Books. And our main business is literacy. However, we are also the people who run the coffee and poetry events in Nyeri and the art fest for the children every other holiday. I am also a mother of 2, and I am currently single. I think that is something we are going to tackle.
Yes.
I am a lover of books. Mine is more of an obsession. And I also work in the community and various other organizations where we do research, and we are able to also take the idea of literacy all around Kenya. So in a nutshell, that is Emily.
Wow. Kabisa.
Yes.
You've touched on something, maybe watu nauliza Inspire Kenya, sio? Waambie baby a little more about Inspire Kenya.
So Inspire is we run it as a community-based organization under a library.
Yes.
And we are based next to our multi-distributors. So our favorite thing in the library to do is read aloud and connect that to art, because we believe that one way that children, that people basically will be able to read is when you start them young. So throughout the week we have children, we have 2 classes, that is during the school days, that we read aloud stories, and they are very targeted because our stories are targeting life skills and values.
Yes.
Things like self-awareness, teamwork and collaboration. You'd not believe how well a story will be able to articulate that until you listen to one. I think I've already gotten the bold on to start doing it on TikTok. I have 2 episodes. Anyway, but we also encourage reading in all categories, and we make reading fun.
All right.
You know, there is a way you present reading which is not fun at all. Reading curriculum books is not fun.
Yes.
But if you can read fiction, and fiction which you are comfortable at, or non-fiction which you like, then that you've begun the journey of reading. I don't care if it's a billboard or a newspaper.
Yes, yes.
You are reading, and that's what is important. Because here dunia, nobody is going anywhere if they can't read. You're in 2023, another century. Kabisa, reading is very key. Yeah.
Wow. I know there's a lot we can talk about Inspire.
Yes.
Maybe for someone who is probably thinking, I want more of Inspire Kenya, maybe where can they find you?
They can find us. We are based, our office or our library.
No, I mean, this information probably online?
Online. We have a website now. It's called Inspire Beyond Books. We are still working on it, so the content will be updated. And we are also on Facebook. It's our main thing, as Inspire NYERI Kenya. And recently we went on LinkedIn as Inspire Beyond Books. That is another place where we are building slowly. And on TikTok, but TikTok, because it's just new, like 2 days old, allow us to give content. But Facebook will tell you a lot more. A lot more. Yes. Yeah.
Wow. So I'm eager to, that besides, Najua, we have a lot to discuss in that line.
Yes.
So today's video, I was so eager because we want to discuss something about marriage and relationship.
Yes.
You have been there.
I have been there, yes.
Lakini nimesikia umesema yuko single.
Niko single vibaya, design ya noma. So basically, yes, I was married for 16 years. And we met with him when we were very young.
Yes.
We were both 21. I was about 2 months older. So we do have 2 children. My firstborn is in university. He's clearing his 4th year. And my secondborn is in Form 2. She's a really pretty girl. So yes, we are divorced now. And I will proudly, I know how many women take this, but I will proudly say I am a stepmom to a really beautiful boy called Christian. And the circumstances leading there may not have been, it's just like any other normal human being. You feel bad about leaving the person you thought you'd spend all your life with, but we are both happier. Okay, in a way, okay, you see, with it takes 2 to tango.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
So he had his faults and I had mine. And I think it's a really mature thing when you can finally have that way of looking at yourself. What was my part in whatever happened? Why were we both at a point where we were not satisfied? Because we would fight like cats and dogs. Gosh, not like physical, lakini verbal, man. Which makes life difficult.
Yes.
And I guess the 5 years now that I've been single, I've been able to look at it. Still not easy because damn, that guy is handsome. Okay. As in for real, akitembea hapa mtakuwa like Emily ulikuwa unafikiria aje, lakini ukimwacha. So lakini like I said, we are both happier. And it's something that you work through. Ladies, it's not easy to be left.
Yes.
It's almost, it goes through the phases of death. It's the death in a relationship. I know the Bible talks about do not put asunder. God knew what he was referring to. Because you have to go through the stages of grief. A lot of us are in denial. You are going to be left and you're like, niko sawa. I will.
Akisema ati it's sweet to live than to be left. Really?
Well, if you've been, you see, this is someone you have known, this is someone who you've become one.
Yes.
Okay, let me put it that way.
Yes.
I will use the biblical context of it. Separating that is painful. Ni kama utoe kidole yako. You're going to feel the pain, man. Even, and then the other thing is, it does leave a scar. Like I said earlier, a lot of us are in denial. We are like, hi nigusi, lakini believe me, kuna time later atakutext to call like, God, Si useme tu something like I need to hear. Are you coming back or something? Lakini I have matured beyond that. It's still not easy. There will be days nitaka hivi kwa hao alone. I'm like, guys, ama do I have somebody to talk to? I'm back in the dating scene. It's not the soko ni chafu thing. You learn at my age to start taking things simply, to start actually enjoying life, to start enjoying the diversity that is out there. You talk to men have so much wisdom. There's some who will be boring, of course. Lakini you start to learn that people are diverse, and when you learn about the diversity, you start to be comfortable with who you are.
Yes.
Not everybody will accept you, but you can accept yourself. You know that there are people you'll have conversations with, some people you'll just have tea, some people you can totally enda huko inje camp, you know. I've had all that within the 5 years, but the only thing is that it also becomes a bit more difficult to settle. Single women, we are labeled.
Yes.
Ikiwa ikuwa single haujui.
Ama naona ikiwa ati when a marriage is broken, the woman is more blamed.
Yeah, I don't know why wase uanga wana kuekelea hiyo design. Kwanza ukiwa single mother, why? Unajua kuna hii kitu wase usema ati women build their homes.
But kuna kuwa na single fathers. I mean,
yes.
Like yes kuna kuwaga lakini it's not like very sound. Watu waongeagi sana kuhusu huyu jamaa ako peke yake. Jamaa this a single mother.
No. Kuna single fathers, and by the way mi wanga nimewapea heshima design ya noma. Of course most of them are not in a place that they expected that to happen. I would say that most of the people I know, either the wife left when the child was very young or by death. Unaona? So it becomes like a challenge, especially for a man. But a man who's been able to do it, that is a good man.
Yeah.
Juu yenye it takes a lot of strength ku pull off kukua both the lady and the man of the house, especially to children you are raising. Yeah. Yes.
Wow. 16 years in marriage. Of course kuna vitu melane. I'm 3, not 3, sijafika 3. I'm 3 years in marriage. Sasa saizi bado tuko kwa ile honeymoon na ile So wewe for you ukiangalia nyuma, what probably inaweza kuuliza like a very personal question. What do you feel like you didn't do?
Okay, I have many lessons. Like for one, I would learn to control my anger. I get angry very quickly. Kuna siku niliamka ilikuwa Valentine. Sijui pewa Valentine. Boss, nilitoa kiatu kwa mguu nikamtupia. Juu nilimpata akiwa bado amelala bed na muuliza, "Buda, unifikiri what's up?" Unajua? So you have to control your anger. The other issue is you have to appreciate that you are two different individuals. Kuna kaupuzi tunakuanga nako, the one that you want to mold a person to who you want them to be.
Yes.
Yet you've forgotten that you actually like them because of who they are.
Yes.
Huyu mtu ukimwalao, it's not that your dreams are separate, but you found them going somewhere. You are going somewhere. All you need to do is align without interfering in other people's business. Yani in other words, support each other. Ojo kuna wale wase mse amekudanganya ati I support your dreams, and then ukiingia kwake you become a housewife. You lose yourself as a woman on behalf of a man. In 2023 that is wrong. It's very wrong. But I would also say both parties need to learn to respect each other, kwa sababu kuna kaheshima kanakosanga. Unajua, and this mostly ni wanaume, I'm sorry to say that, kwa sababu you want to lord over your house. You know, again, we will point it out biblically. It says you are the head, but where is the rest of the parts of the body? A head starts from here. So what happens to the others? If you are the head, she's the body. So the question is, how do you, I was telling this to another young man the other day, that they have to let the woman build the house. It's what she does best. Not build like kujenga na mawe. Lakini hiyo curtain si kazi yako, man. Hiyo kiti marembesho na usafi ya nyumba, yes, help each other, lakini kuna part ana play. Kwa sababu the moment a woman loses that, you lose her.
Yes.
Kabisa.
Yes.
You start loading it, you want to be the dictator in your house. It doesn't work that way anymore. Maybe there are some who like it, but nowadays, especially because we have more empowered women who've gone to school, to university, now you are dealing with a whole different lot than what we used to deal with people who did not go to school.
Yes.
It was easier then. Now you will tell someone akwambia, excuse me, hata mimi niko na akili kwa kichwa, si ni ukweli?
Yes.
So hiyo heshima ni muhimu. And then of course kuna kitu yenye sijui nani atawaambia, but the art of communication. Ongea. If my hand is troubling me, it should be a safe space between me and my significant other. Is it possible to tell you? Kwa sababu like for us, I know we failed there. It was hard to tell him, hey, anakuuliza maswali zingine unaachwa. Yani ni mimi umeuliza hivyo. Sikuwa na ubaya by the way. Unajua? So you are home. Yes. Your relationship should be the safest space. Because if it's not a safe space, you start going elsewhere. You start finding friends and then you start accusing them. Na mnaendanga chama sana. Yes, kwa sababu huko kuna mabeshte ninaweza ongelesha. You have so many online friends. Yes. Are you a safe space? Am I a safe space for you? You know? And of course, there is also the other sensitive things like your bedroom affairs. Kuna watu wanakuanga ABCD hawachenjingi mpaka kingdom come. Unajua kuna point, by the way, a lot of men live because of that. Unajua, unfortunately in this dunia we are living in, we are driven by a lot of fantasies. So why should you or her go play it out elsewhere? You should be comfortable enough to try different things. But most people are like, hey, no, Mimi, I'm for good. I don't do that.
I knew.
Hey, your level of morality is so high. You sleep like a gunia. It ain't gonna work, man. Not in this century. You need to feed each other's imagination, you know. Make it exciting. And of course, excitement comes with also how you dress your person, because there is a preferred way, and bring it out well. Like I remember there was one fight we literally had. He was the one working with better money, but one day he came home angry and then he was like, burn all your clothes. I was like, but my job, no, not your job. I don't like you. You should have told me earlier. I don't like you in t-shirts. I like you in short dresses or skirts, you know. But I took it very badly because of the way it was presented. He wanted to see my thighs and I was busy hiding them behind trousers. You see, vile imeleta shida, but the root cause is what? And then of course, you learn that since you as the woman are the builder of the house, vile unafeed mse wako men, feed be smart. Maze, let him look forward to coming home. Let him brag about your day akisema, hey, mimi sikulangi za mtu mwingine. Kuna sijui ni kama amenikalia chapati, lakini it's the way you have done that. A lot of us women have left the responsibilities of our first love, for our husbands, to our house managers. Isn't that a big problem?
It's a big problem.
An extremely big one.
You're exposing yourself.
In fact, let me put it out straight. This house manager, I want you to look at it. Tell me if there's a difference. You both as women live in the same house.
Yes.
Here is the difference. You go to work to earn some money. She is left taking care of the home.
Yes.
She's the one washing clothes.
Yes.
She's the one taking care of your children. What will prevent a man's eye from wandering?
Nothing.
She's the one presenting the food.
Probably the way she is handling the man is more better than what you're doing.
Hey, Chinekeo.
Anaongea poa.
Me in fact
sura umekunja.
Kuna siku nilipatanga ka house girl, nilikuwa nimepata. Nilimpata kwangu at around 11. Mimi nimejisikia kwenda kulala. Emanzi yako zile za, mbona wewe am I hearing noise, na niliacha mzee pale akiona football. Coming back, she is totally dressed in a towel. I was like, hey, ni vile tu ni usiku, lakini ikifika asubuhi si uko umekanyaga lami. hatuwezi compete on this stuff. It's my space.
Yes.
Space yangu lazima nipe heshima. And then I know women, we are also empowered.
Yeah.
And it's okay. You are not like me who looks masculine half the time.
Yes.
And it goes to my head. Lakini I think showing more of the feminine nature helps. You cannot be two men competing in one space.
Yes. Very true. I
know we have, what do you call it? We have empowerment, we have feminism, but it should not be an abuse of power. It's easier to know you have power out there.
Yes.
And it's so appealing to him to know you can actually let it go on his behalf.
Yeah.
You can listen and you can respect. Lakini wengine wetu ile ufight tumetoka nayo nje ndio unaingisha kwako. Ai buda. In fact, there's a story told about the troubles tree. Huyu msee was forever fighting with his wife until one day he told himself there was a tree growing outside his house. Hata waingisha shida kwake. It doesn't matter kama ni stress ama ni nini. So every day kabla ingia kwake alikuwa asimama kwa hiyo mti, anaiambia mashida zake zote za siku, alafu anaingia akiwa happy kwa hao. And it saved their marriage. Maybe some of us should actually get a troubles tree. Yes, we need not take it all out on the people we most love.
Yes.
You know, and the thing that has really taught me that is my dogs. I have 3. So I cannot, the moment I tell it, bad dog, it cowers and hides. And it won't want to come to me. It feels bad. Okay?
Yes.
If I continue that, it becomes abuse. So imagine the level we do it. You wouldn't want to do that to your child. So this person you claim you love, why are you doing it to them? So those are the kind of lessons I have learned now. And of course, I have learned to listen because I have discovered kumbe people are diverse. I did not know. Unajua mimi nilingia relationship nikiwa mdogo sana. Aki ya nani don't rush. Fika hapo ukiwa 25 na huko.
Jaribu mambo.
Hata si kujaribu, more or less.
Interact, that is.
Exactly. And that is why could date msee inakuanga kitu ya maana. Go out, know what this person is made of. Do they have dreams? Do they have visions? Do they have ambitions? A lot of us are just like texting, umeingishwa box. The next minute, unaishi kwa mse how is that going to last?
Yes.
It cannot and will not last.
Yes.
Me, okay, I'm of the opinion that tunafaa kwa mabeshti. Mazi ati ninaweza kuambia unadu nini leo, si ukuje hivi twende tukakule pizza, and it is normal. It flows.
It's natural.
Si ile ninakuona the first thing ninachora map ya Africa na naongeza ya dunia juu.
Yes.
Why are you putting me in that level? What have you been telling me? Unajua? So I think those kind of things. Yes, I nimelearn mambo mob man, lakini mostly ile ilikuwa imenisumbua. I think I was behaving more of a man than I should. Unajua ukiwa na run business, I think it gets to your head, you know, and like for a person like me, I had been surviving from very young. Ndio nilipata mtoi mapema, nilitoka home kwa madhe mapema. So nilikuwa used to the idea that I have to survive or die. Mimi yangu hakuna in between. Hakuna ile najiambia naweza relax. Mine is I wake up in the morning, this has to be done, it has to work. If it doesn't work, what is my alternative? So I went with the same attitude. Unaona? So wakati msee hana yeni, mimi sitaki kujua, mimi naenda kujitafutia. I guess it becomes offensive to a guy's ego at some point because you want to be the guy, you want to provide. Lakini wewe ukisirani ya mwanamke hapa amejiambia hatutalala njaa. You know,
you want to show like even without you I can do.
And okay, it's good to have your own money, but the way you present it, you need to not damage people. Even for men, sometimes we want to be the providers, but the way we present how we do things, it can damage a person. You know, you don't want to force it on me or make it look like I'm paying you for your services. I'm your wife. I want it to flow in a way that ina flow. Sijui nitakuexplainia aje. It's two pieces of a puzzle fitting together
perfectly.
Unaona? So for me that is what I would say. Kushia mseki ya tu Valentine kai.
Yo. Yes, 16 years is a real investment.
Oh yeah.
Hiyo sio kitu kidogo. The somewhere I saw, I think on Facebook, watu walikuwa na kuna mtu alikuwa amesema you people who I think live with a stranger for 5 years tusaidie na menu ati mimi nikiishi sana na mtu miezi mbili. For you having been married for 16 years, why would you give away something that you have invested for all this time?
Unajua, okay, now that I look back at it, this is what I would say. And I know it will sound like, ooh, cloud chasing, no. But there are lessons you learn. If you love it, let it go. This is what I mean.
Help us understand.
Okay, I want to explain. I will take the case of children.
Yes.
When you're first taking your baby, you've been holding it to school. What is the first emotion you feel?
You don't feel like you want to let.
You don't feel like you want to let it go. But what happens when you do? That child grows.
Yes.
That child finds itself. Unaona?
Yeah.
So for me, actually it's not me who left, it's him who walked out on my birthday, my 37th birthday to be exact. I'm now turning 42 this year. So I looked at it and we had both reached a point where we were not comfortable with each other. We needed to let that go. And in a way it was good for both of us. He went on and got married, and I'm happy for him because he's happy. His happiness is good. Because you see, 16 years, he's also become your friend. So you didn't explain. He's also the father of your children. Hiyo ni kitu uwezi, hata ukipata boyfriend anakaji saa, it's something you can't cut off from your life. He was in existence. He's not dead, he's still in existence. Ndio. And the child they have is a step brother to my children. You know, there are some opposite na kuanga nao tunataka kublock hiyo part. Lakini ni reality. What happened to me? Because he let go, I started discovering who I am. And it's been a beautiful journey.
Yes.
I am not saying that he had blocked it, but I was being more of a wife. I was not out there discovering myself. I was out there discovering more and more how to be a good woman who stays in the house. And it had reached a point where I wanted to be a housewife. Now, kisirani yangu, I've discovered I can camp next to hyenas. Where did I get my bold on? You see, in a way, it has helped me grow. And I think wherever he is, he sees that. And I am almost sure that he's actually one time or the other out there alikuwa amenitext akaniambia na umegrow. Yes, I have learned to take care of myself by running. I was saying earlier that I was 115. Now I'm down to 71 na struggle hapo. Lakini ni sawa, ni mwili yangu for my health. You know, I have discovered that I can cook nice food for myself. Ooh, and I can sit down and watch a movie. Unajua, there are some things we take for granted. The psychologists might say it's my way of healing. But I will forever say that I loved it enough to let it go. I'm not going to fight for something that does not fit. Because you die of stress. Hakuna haja at niko all up in the other woman's face. Niko like, why did you take that guy from me? Hakuna, utainisikia. I have no time for that. And besides, I believe maybe in a way we were destined to be different. And remember, we met while we were very young.
Yes.
At 21, you've not really formed. Sijui nitakuexplainia aje. The things I should like taking myself swimming. You know, the first time I took myself out, I was so shocked. I kept talking to myself. Kai, umejipeleka out. Haya. You mean unaweza jilipia? It was like a new thing, an achievement. And by default, even my kids have learned that it's not a bad thing. They also have seen the growth. And in their own way, they have embraced the idea of growing. It's just that as adults, we don't need to show any beef between us. So me, I'm comfortable. Akitaka kukolo watoi anaweza wako. Akisema atakuja kuona, hiyo ni sawa. Mimi sina, akikuja tunagoteana kama wazungu. Buda huko, you still look nice. Familia iko aje, unajua? We have to get over it. Yes, and I'm happy that both of us, we have gone in the directions that we should. Would I take him back? Probably no. I know that would be the next question on many women's lips. No. I'm not going to interfere with his marriage. That's not something that I do. Yeah.
There's someone who is watching, and they are in the probably 20s, early 20s. Na mtu ameoa. I know they are listening to your story. Would you probably say it's possible to enjoy marriage life for them? Ama bado, what really determines whether you're going to be successful in marriage, or is it the age?
Not the age. I think it's more of a personality issue. Are you happy? That's what matters. What makes you happy? What makes both of you happy? You have to find the common ground. I won't lie and tell you that it's going to be easy. Marriage is difficult. You're living with this guy for the rest of your life, till death do you part. Na siku atanona in all the wrong places. Ama jamaa anze kupata 1 pack na si hivyo mulipata, alikuwa na 6 pack gym. So kuna story tunasomanga, who moved my cheese. It's about 4 rats and change. So you need to learn to accept change. Change is going to happen. How do you take that in? Just because you are in your 20s does not mean your dreams have died. True? You as the man, you as the woman, are you going to be supportive of that? Because I was looking at life yesterday. I don't know kama ni junduthi ilikuwa inakuja fast, nikapata moment of reflection. And I'm like, guy, unajua, we have to be able to look at each phase of our life. It's there for a reason. Your 20s, your 30s, your 40s. Right now I'm more mature, so I wouldn't do the things I did in my 20s, like going back to prison. Lakini the bottom line is, you as an individual, you need to find that which makes you feel alive, that which makes you happy, and then you guys learn to sit at the table and learn to speak to each other. A lot of us don't. A lot of us are people who dwell on silence. Umenikosea? Menuna ya nini? Si uniambie nimekosea wapi. Na wewe mwenye unaambiwa, wacha kununa, sikiza. And occasionally you find that literally you are on the wrong. Like hawezi kosa kuachia wife yako do, atenda kukula mawe. Guy, I know you want your wife to look good, lakini surely unamsupport kwenda place car salon. Like that one incident yangu, I did ask him, have you, me I buy you clothes. Nikiona socks yako iko mbaya, hata sifikiri twice. Nikiona shati yako inaisha kwa, hata sifikiri. He does bin, unakuta ingine kayo lakini mazina ka smart. I bring you option. Umeniletea ngapi? Okay? The way you want me to be, you need to tell me about it, and in a very mature way. And then remember, kids are going to come. Kids also play a big role in the kind of relationship we have. A lot of people use children to block the truth of both of you.
Yes.
You are very busy. You are too blind to see. You are too blind to see your man needs you. You are too blind to see you should feed you are the person who should be feeding your family. You are so blind, you don't see these things. And then you are too busy. We need to remember home is home. Home is where the heart is and where the heart began. Grow it. Like everything else, kama biashara ama mmea. And in fact, me who liken marriage to a plant. The first few days you are in bliss, you have been planted. Hakunanga struggle kubwa kama ile struggle ya kujipata. Unajua pale ka plant kana have kudunga hiyo dunia katoke chini ya nini. It takes weeks for some take years. Unaona hizi ma plants wanga Amazon. Some take time, some are very quick, but in the end you are looking to blossom. And even the growth of a plant takes time, and it needs to be fed. What are you feeding? Are you feeding positive or negative things? Remember, the bitterness of a fruit or the sweetness of it depends on what it's been fed and the ground on which you are basing yourself on. For us, we didn't have all this wisdom then.
Yeah.
Now we do. And I'm very sure we are doing much better in each of our different capacities where we are, isn't it?
That
so you as a young person, please ground yourself well, and then remember that you will need to blossom into that part where we say, oh my God, I admire those people. Unajua, it takes time, it takes work, and learn to feed yourself good things.
Nikuulize is nasema an uncomfortable question.
I know.
I know you are an easy person.
Yeah.
There are people who get into marriage for all the wrong reasons. Maybe I'm young, niko in my 18, ama maybe 19. Niko na hii understanding ya sex is so good. I wish I can have it the whole day. You get it? So unapata maybe a young man gets in a relationship, and then they do the thing, and then here comes the baby. Because I'm telling you this from a point of, I have one person who is right now going through that. Wako in a relationship because there's a baby. You get?
Yeah.
So naweza kuuliza swali, what changes in sexual life after having been married for quite some time?
I guess it's the sameness.
Ndio watu waje kukimbilia.
Hata ile kitu iko. Hii kitu nikaa sijui nikaa shetani reloaded or something. The first few times are bliss. Okay? And especially when you're doing it illegally. Like it's not within the parameters of marriage.
Yes.
Okay? There, I don't know if it's because you know you have a choice. You know that you can walk away anytime. But wait until something ties you down. You start to actually question yourself. Was I doing this for the right reason? And most people wana lost hapo. Like for reals. Like we nilikuwa nimekupenda tu juu ulikuwa na nyash kubwa. Ama uko na bottle shape ninaweza peleka mikono hivi. But it's no longer appealing. Unajua hii. And si ndio mi usemanga aji. It will not end because it's created to go on, but it gets boring.
Yes.
Unless
so you have to be intentional in making it.
Thank you. That is the word. Find occasionally ngoja kukute niwe mazu umemlightia candles ama sema tuende out ama you know tunaonanga as if it's a western thing but in reality it is not. It is something that we should take into account very seriously. Penda mse wako. Do the things that can excite him. I don't care if it is wearing shorts in the house. Do. Unaona? So you need to do those kind of things to spice up. But sasa ile issue inakujanga ni ati kabla mkimbililie hizi vitu. Please have relationship goals. Unajua vile mse wanga na goal ya maisha, I'll be a pilot, I'll be an engineer. I tell my children and my youth frequently, please have relationship goals because it prevents you from doing a lot of damage to yourself. What do I mean? I won't make an assumption. Of course, I'm different now. But me personally, I would like a person mwenye anaweza converse, have a conversation. Juu wengi hawawezi. Mtu anakuona tu anaona when can we get in bed. So the thing is, it's very wrong. The thing is, have relationship goals. I would want my first child at 25.
Yes.
So believe me, ukikuwa na hiyo kitu kwa subconscious, everything is going to prevent you from getting it at 18. I am going to get married to this. So haezi kakuchezea games. Tutakuwa tukipatana, we shall date for an year before we do anything. Unajua, the thing is, we are in a world where we have sexualized everything, and as long as you are hitting it or smashing it, you are not dying of dry spells, you are on top of your game. But that is, please allow me to use the word nonsense. Okay. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu unachoka, body count inapanda, and people think it is as core, it is not. You start losing your own self-esteem. Do you really need that?
You don't.
You don't. And besides, okay, the way I would look at it now, if I get a guy, I would want to get a guy that we can explore the whole range. Hey, Buddha! 360, yani tunafika 365 tunarudia 1. Ni kwa sababu spicing it up is not a bad thing. Yes. And right now there are no things really like tying me down. My children are growing. So, and I'm not about to get another child, no thank you. But mtu asikimbie. Juu utakimbia utajipata, unless you are really determined utapata watu in your 20s, ndio 30s na 40s wakuwa wamegrow, uko free to do other things. Juu I guess in your 40s, that's where really you build life. Hapo hivyo, ama 35 hapo. Yes. So ukitaka but have relationship goals or something that guides you internally. Jiite mkutano, jiambie hivi ndivyo mimi nataka na hivi na hii. Then you'll prevent a lot of problems. Juu sasa mkipatana mlikuwa na mtoi na upendo iko. Yes.
It has to be because of you too.
Yes, and then sasa ile problem tunaonanga, we think we are affecting ourselves. Man, you are affecting generations. Kwa sababu mtoi ata grow up without two parents because of our mistake. Not the child's me. Yeye aliona tu ka space akakuja mbio. Wewe unampatia nini? Children need both men and women. Yes. To balance the equation. Everybody has something to give. Yet a lot of us are denying our children the fundamental things that create a good base, and then you wonder why we have a lot of mad people out there. Ni juu ya hizo vitu. Oh, you made a mistake mwanaume chua, and hii dunia wanaume wakionyeshwa kupotea. Ama nimedanganyana.
Wakionyeshwa wanapoteaga.
Kwanza mzee ako zile, are you sure ni yangu? Uko DNA, kwanza vile DNA kits zimekuja. You'll be tested in your sleep. So
very true, very true.
And unfortunately, it is also us who led ourselves there. Yes. Si ndio?
Sure.
So watu wakuwe na relationship goals.
I think we can have this discussion for hours because kuna vitu mob nataka kuuliza, but for the sake of time, yes, mimi nataka kuuliza as we wind up. So I believe in your 16 years, si ati mlikuja ku agree now let's part in the 16th year, but probably things that happened over time.
Oh yeah,
you get. So unaweza ambia mtu which are these things that you're not supposed to assume.
Okay, like how can I say it? The money factor. Okay, that is a critical element in any relationship. A lot of us make assumptions. Akona yake, akona yangu, lakini tuko na yetu. Yetu ni gani?
Ya mzee.
Hakuna kitu kama hiyo. Hapana, si poa. Unajua, kwa sababu both of you are investing in your home.
Yes.
Okay, agree and then support. Where one is struggling, support tafadhali. So the other thing is, like I said, you lose respect, you lose the relationship. Kuna vile, and again this mostly falls on men, you forget that we're in the 21st century, you still want to use 19th century methods. You want to lord it over us because apparently the Bible says submission, yet we take submission out of context.
Yes.
Submission is basically respect the other person. But do you as a man respect your wife? Do over time that fades. Unajua hivyo?
Yes, very true. Very true. It happens.
Unataka kufanya vile unataka juu niko wako.
You no longer consult.
Hey, it's bad. So you should put checks and balances towards that. And then of course, there is the issue of growth. You are growing as two different individuals. I will always say that. Dreams zako na zangu si same. Whereas you want to be in the media, me I want to be in books. Can we agree that that is who we are and support each other on that level? Again, that is something you need to check constantly. Like amekuambia niko na mkutano inafanyika 6 juu ya hii contract ninafaa kupata, afadhali nikungoje nje.
Very true.
Unaona? Because you are growing. And finally, allow change. The body you found at 21 is not the body atakuwa nayo at 30. It's not the body at 40. That is a lie. Okay? So will you accept that they change physically as well? And then finally, there is the friend thing. The people that are constantly getting into your life. You need to check that. Kwa sababu a lot of those people have bad advice or come, like us, we had a thorn in the flesh. Kuna jamaa tu kazi yake ilikuwa kumlilia kila wakati, oh sina pesa mtoto wangu na ni msee. So it used to irritate me kwa sababu half the time ni mimi nilikuwa natoa hiyo pesa na mi I'm not as moneyed as my husband. So you can imagine, amekuja home tu sasa utaki kumstress, unamwambia sawa shika hii 200 umrushie. Huyu jamaa caused a rift in our relationship kabisa. Jumi sim support na sim like yet they are good friends. Unaona, I can see his problem, my husband can't. So you are friends. How are you letting them into the house? You are relatives. How are you how much space are you giving them? Kwa sababu relatives are another.
Yes, I understand.
Hata kitambo watu walikuwa wanaona mnaform another village. Sababu mnaondokea tu. Unaona, marela si wabaya, lakini keep your home. And then put in checks and balances. Learn to talk to each other. Even if it is time you'll set aside, you say Sundays are ours. Ngoja tuketi kwa kiti, we iron out the entire week. Ulinikosea hapa, ulifanya hii, juu uta stop. Lakini hizo mambo nimesema, they are extremely fundamental. And marafiki na familia, boss, utaitana.
Wow. I believe that some of you are asking yourself, is this the last time we are having this conversation with you? I believe it's not. And I believe you come here because kuna vitu mob we cannot talk like hatuwezi malizia hapa.
Hatuwezi.
Mob. So we have this offer. Driving school with AA. First of all, thank you very much AA for allowing us to like give this gift to our audience and to any person who's coming on this chair to give us their side of relationship stories. So nazataka maybe tuambie, why do you think you need it so much, so badly?
Well, let's start with the idea that I'm a librarian and we are looking to go to take mobile libraries out there. We've been looking for donors to probably give us a vehicle in the long run. We go very far, up to like Laikipia North, or sometimes even you'll find us in West Pokot. And to be able to do this, I will need to learn how to drive.
Yes.
It is so fundamental in what we do, you'd not believe. So one of the reasons that has kept us here is kwa sababu unaogopa haujaienda behind the wheel. Alafu it can get very expensive when you are having to hire drivers every other time. Mama kutumia public means na haitusaidii kubeba as much as we could if I could be able to drive. You know, when you are driving unaingia places haungeenda before. Now we are going to a place in Nakuru. I wish I could drive. Kwa sababu yenyewe is out of the way and we all know Nakuru is not small.
Yes.
So imagine if I had a vehicle, the things I'm carrying in my bag, I would have carried double the amount for those children.
Yes.
So for me, it is very important, mainly for taking forward the idea of reading to as many people as we possibly can and as many children as we possibly can. Yes.
Wow. So I'm proud of you. Najua ile kitu nafanya. And you guys, you need to go and check Emily and Inspire Kenya on Facebook.
Yes, Inspire NYERI Kenya on
Inspire NYERI Kenya, yes, to be specific. So go and get to know the project that she's doing. She's very inspirational. She has a lot of stories to give, and I believe you love her already. And for that reason, maybe you can help her get this course. I'm not the one who's deciding.
You are
you
the
guys
one
are the one to decide.
Yes.
So thank you very much for your time. We are so happy.
You're welcome.
Could not have been any better without you.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
and I hope they've learned something.
Wamesoma. Na nimesoma pia.
Asante.
Yes. So guys, until we see you in the next video, God bless you and bye-bye.
Bye.